welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. So today is going to be Lawson's 7-month update. Oh my goodness, I've got a lot to update you on. Right, so let's crack on with Lawson's 7-month update then. So we'll talk about feeding first. So he is weaning, we're weaning him, he's on solids now, he's eating 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. We feed him his like puree kind of stuff first and then his milk afterwards. So a typical day in Lawson's food diary would be, so for breakfast he might have, like this morning he had Weetabix and banana with like some of his formula milk mixed in. And then for lunch he might have, what are we going to have for lunch today, buddy? Might we have, I made him a new puree last night, but what was it? Something like, ow, don't bite mummy. Something like, yeah, like a puree that I might have ready made or like a pouch. And then for dinner he'll have the same, like a little puree that I've made. We've introduced little like finger foods now, like a few, not many, but yeah, we've introduced like little crisps that like melt in his mouth and things like that. We are starting to introduce more textures and more lumps, aren't we? So we're kind of moved on to stage 2 of weaning and like adding more textures and lumps, and yeah, he's coping really well with it. Like he's doing ever so well. He's also learned how to use a sippy cup himself. He can do that by himself now, which I'm really proud of, but he still will not feed himself a bottle. He still wants mummy to do that, don't you? Yeah. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see on this video, so I'll try and get another clip of it, but he's actually had 2 teeth come through at the bottom, so that's a new thing that's happened this month. 2 came at the same time. He's still teething pretty bad, like he's still, like everything's going in his mouth and he's chewing pretty like ravenously on things, so yeah. Teething is still very much a thing that's going on, but he has got 2 little tuggies since last time I updated you. Let's talk about sleeping then. So this has been a bit of a rough one. He has been through so many phases. Were you biting mummy's finger? Yeah, sleeping. He's been through quite a few phases in the last month or so. I mean like about 3 weeks ago we had to co-sleep with him about 4 nights in a row because he just would not sleep in his cot. We kind of got through that by just pushing through and just keep putting him down in his cot, and he has got back into that. But then he's been like very up and down. Sometimes we have had to bring him into our bed in the middle of the night because he just like, he'll sleep for a little bit and then once he wakes up he won't go back to sleep. So it's been very up and down, but I mean the last few nights he has been better. Like last night he went down, I think he had like a bit of a wake up at midnight because I think that's when Daniel came to bed and that kind of woke him up a little bit, and then didn't feed until 5:15. So he is doing really well in terms of his feeding, but he's just kind of up and down a lot. But it is better, like he can now put his dummy back in his mouth and things like that, so it's better since he can do that because he doesn't have to wake us up to do it, he can just do it himself. Nap times, he's doing pretty well with his nap times actually. He's kind of transitioning into a new nap routine, I feel. So instead of being awake for about 1.5 hours like he was before, he's now awake for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours before he starts getting really tired. So we put him down to nap in his cot on his belly. He sleeps on his belly now, I forgot to mention that. He's just so much more comfortable like that. And he sleeps a lot more deeply as well. So his nap times, he has started napping for a bit longer than 45 minutes, which is like, yay! Finally! So yeah, he's just had a nap now, he's just woken up from it, and that was about 1.5 hours. So yeah, I'm kind of really happy that he seems to be going longer in his naps and sleeping a bit better during the day, and I think that is helping him at night as well. Feeding, sleeping, pooping. He's pooping every day now. I think it's all the fibre I'm feeding him, but he's pooing several times a day, in case you wanted a poo update. What else can we update you on? Let's talk about his developments, because his developments most recently have been rapid. I feel like I can't catch up with them. He feels like he can't catch up with them. Both of us are just like a bit, wow, like what's going on, because he's just oh my gosh, he's just learned so much in the last few weeks. It's mental. So I don't know if I told you guys, but I did like a little baby reflexology course with him a few weeks back. Randomly, during our second session, he just started rolling over. He could roll over before, but he'd never done it over and over and over again. And since then, that's when the nightmare kicked off. Since then, he's just been constantly rolling over, rolling around, just really, really active. So that is a really new thing that he started doing. He's just mega active. I think it's probably only going to be a couple of weeks before he is on the move and crawling in some form or another, because yeah, he just wants to so much and he constantly tries to crawl around. It's crazy. He's chatting a lot more. He is starting to like cry at things when he doesn't get his way, which is a bit cheeky, isn't it? Do you cry when you don't get things your way? Where did you get that from? Did you get that from Mama? Oh no, are you doing a poo? I think he's doing a poo. Let's wrap this up then, because I'm gonna have to go and change that in a minute. I'm just trying to think what else there is to update you on. He can sit up by himself now. We still need to like guard him with cushions and things like that, because he does still fall over, but he can pretty much sit up by himself, which is amazing. He loves going in his jumperoo, don't you? And you love being on your playmat and playing with all of your toys. He loves reading books. Like, I read books with him and he really like pays attention. He loves looking at pictures. He loves watching the TV and his iPad baby sensory. Yeah, he is mostly, I mean, he hasn't been for the last like couple of weeks because he's just been in some sort of weird phase. But yeah, he's mostly just such a happy baby, really contented. You can kind of leave him to chill and like he's just quite happy to sit and chill like with his toys, aren't you? And yeah, I think that's kind of all we've got to update you on. It has been a rough old month because he's just been all over the place with his development, and we've both been just trying to catch up really, but I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, touch wood, but I feel like we have turned a corner now, because the last few days he has been back to his normal self. He's been napping easier, he's been a lot more smiley, and yeah, I hope things are on the up now. And yeah, I hope you're doing really, really well. I hope you enjoyed this little video, little update. I do these updates with him. I'm going to be doing them every month. Some people, when they get to 6 months, only do them every 6 months. But I just think so much happens in the first year that I just want to capture it. So I'm going to update you every month, whether you want to or not. Yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed this little update, and hit the like button and the subscribe button and all of that if you did, and I will see you very, very soon, won't we? Will we see them very soon, Baba? Will we see them very soon? Can you say hello? Can you say hello to our friends? Hello? Hello, friends? I'll see you soon, guys. Bye. Say bye, Baba. Can you wave? Bye, Baba.